Friends, the name of this film is Serenity, which was released in 2019. The story involves a mysterious island where a man named Dil is trapped. He tries to find out how and when he came to this island because there was no way to leave. To understand, make sure to watch till the end. At the beginning of the film, we see Dil, who is the main character of the story. Dil has a boat and a great passion for fishing. He lives on an island called Plymouth. To earn money, he often takes some tourists fishing. Dil sets up the rods for them, and the tourists catch the fish themselves, which made them very happy. In return, Dil received some money. Even today, Dil and his companion are with two tourists who paid to go fishing. But today something different happens. When the fish come near, Dil refuses to give the rod to his client. Actually, Dil had been trying to catch a special fish for some time, and today he might catch it. After refusing to give the rod, the tourists get angry, but Dil silences them by showing a knife. Unfortunately, despite all these efforts, the tuna fish does not come into his hands. Now they had to return the money to these tourists. Although it wasn't a big deal for Dil, Duke was very disappointed because he had to pay his granddaughter's university fees. Dil promises him that he will give him the money. After that, he went to meet his friend Diana. Diana gives him some money when he spends time with her. Dil asks her about her son. He also had a great passion for boats and fishing like his father. In fact, Dil wanted her to let Duke go so he could work somewhere that would pay him well. Afterwards, he goes to a bar. During the conversation with the bartender, we learn that people here know even the smallest details about each other. Why this is the case, we will find out later. The bartender says that you have tried to catch that fish 4 times. If you want to give it a name, Dil says its name is Justice. At night, he went to give Duke the money and tells him that tomorrow we will go to the sea again. Duke asks how many clients will be going with us. So Dil says that we will go alone because he wanted to catch that fish at any cost. Duke doesn't agree with his decision because their money was at stake. That night when Dil was at home, he misses his son who now stays with his wife after the divorce. He, like his father, also had a great passion for fishing. The next day, he went to the sea with Duke on the boat. Despite waiting all day, they couldn't find the fish, which made Dil very disappointed. Upon returning, he tells Duke that you are my bad luck. Since your wife died, your luck has been bad. Hearing this, Duke feels very bad and angrily takes his belongings and leaves. But in fact, Dil did this intentionally so that Duke would find work elsewhere. When he arrives at the bar at night, the bartender explains to him to let go of his obsession to catch that fish. But Dil doesn't listen to him. Then Karen arrives there to meet him, who is actually Dil's ex-wife. Dil knew that she came here for some purpose. After taking her to his boat, he asks her, "What do you want from me?" From their conversation, we learn that Dil was previously in the army. For some reason, he left that job. Karen says that you were fine and I was wrong. Actually, after divorcing Dil, Karen married Frank. Frank was a wealthy man, but not a good person. He used to beat Karen and always kept an eye on her. His madness had grown further. When Dil asks her about their son Patrick, Karen starts crying. She says that Patrick always stays quietly in his room, scared. To avoid hearing all this, he spends the whole day playing games on the computer. His teachers say he is very intelligent, but now he remains very quiet. Dil says you should divorce him, but Karen says, I can't do that. He will beat me, and that's why he came here. Actually, she wanted him and Dil to kill Frank together. She was ready to take him to the boat under the pretense of fishing and even give him $10 million for this task. But Dil refused because he didn't want to kill anyone. After Karen left, a man in a suit comes looking for Dil. Actually, he had been watching Dil for several days but couldn't meet him. The next morning when Dil,